50,000. That's the number on the board today. Good evening and welcome to Front Page. And no, it's not a new social media trend or a weekend coding course. It's quantum, one of the hardest, most demanding frontiers in science. And 50,000 students from Andhra Pradesh have enrolled in an advanced quantum skilling program, jointly offered by IIT Madras, backed by IBM Research and delivered through NPTEL. This is extremely eventful because most countries struggle to build a pipeline of just a few hundred people in quantum. Andhra Pradesh has just surfaced 50,000 learners. Before, of course, we understand the sheer magnitude of this and why it matters, please stay with us because we are tracking how deep tech starts to scale. N. Chandrababu Naidu took to X and called it an overwhelming response, end quote. But the meaning behind the words used by the CM is that he has tied it to a specific, brilliantly ambitious number. 1 lakh, yes, 100 professionals trained to global standards. And this is a state-backed execution order. So why does this matter? Well, globally, quantum talent is the scarcest resource on the planet. The United States is fighting for it. China is hoarding it. Europe is subsidizing it. They are all in a battle over a tiny pool of specialists. And then there is Andhra Pradesh. Just a month ago, we mentioned regarding the Amaravati as a quantum valley. Yes, we saw the press release, the roadmap, and went on to ask the hard question. Is this just a ribbon-cutting ceremony, or is it for real? Today, the enrollment numbers have definitely slapped that skepticism right out of the room. Andhra Pradesh is diligently building the ecosystem with the one thing money can't instantly buy: talent. The enrolled students will be enriched with knowledge of a curriculum which is anchored by IIT Madras faculty. It is backed by IBM Research's applied work and it is delivered on India's National Skilling Rail, NPTEL. And there is, of course, amazing motivation which has been added to the mix. The Chief Minister has said he will personally felicitate the gold and silver medalists, turning quantum mechanics into a competitive sport, which means excellence is being tracked. Just participating is definitely not enough. One has to study really hard to win. So what Andhra Pradesh is doing here is quite deliberate. In most technology hubs, the sequence is very familiar. Capital arrives first, companies follow, talent comes later. Here, the order is different. The focus is on building the talent base up front with the expectation that ecosystems and investments will follow. We've seen versions of this approach work in IT. Yes, we've done that in the past. We've seen it in semiconductors. What's new in the pace and the choice of technology? Quantum computing sits at the very edge of what nations are competing over. It shapes national security. It underpins future cryptography. It's the technology that can break today's encryption and help design tomorrow's medicines. Countries that develop the talent don't just adopt the technology. They influence how it's used. Andhra Pradesh is placing a very clear bet on that. That India shouldn't only consume quantum technology, it should actually help build it, shape it, and eventually take it to the world. And in conclusion, as always, the front page take. When 50,000 young people voluntarily sign up for linear algebra and superposition, it tells you two things. One, the demand is definitely very real. Two, the execution is live. But the real test isn't enrollment, it's outcomes. Where do these 50,000 go in 3 years? Yeah, that's the big question. Do they find labs, launch startups, or do they just leave? We need advanced tracks, industry absorption, and research pathways. But you know what? For today, Andhra Pradesh has made a statement. It wants to lead. It is willing to spend. And the students are showing up. We will, of course, be tracking every conversion from enrollment to employment right here on Front Page. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Front Page by AIM Network. And as always, remember, like, share, subscribe, and think AI. Think quantum for sure. Think AIM.